Everyone. So today we are going to do our reflection video on the third video. So we have done our interview session. So I would like to ask our group members' opinion about our latest video. So first, Zubair. So what's your thought about our last video?
Okay, for our last video, our task is to interview. We have a special guest, which is we have a guy who codes programming. He always spend times in labs, computer lab mostly, to do programming, which is very interesting because it is quite rare for us to get a respondent that is spend most of his evening programming softwares. And I'm part of the crews that and go for the first task, which is I handle the video part. So far, the environment is very good, the lighting is very good, the condition, plus it is on a lab, so basically quiet, and yet we still could do interview inside it because we are not restricted to any silent mode. And what about the host?
So actually this is my first time interview the respondent. So it's quite a new experience for me, as I can finally I can speak longer in the video. So overall the respondent were great. He give a lot of very valuable insight on why he chose to coach during his evening session, and he also tells us more about his passion towards coding. So that's why he chose to coach during the evening. So Mimi, how about you? What you did?
For this activity, I become as a host. For me, there is no problem and possible outcomes that happen on the activities that we have recorded. As a host, I just need to know what times, what is means of programming, why we choose programming, and I don't think that there is no big problem for me because host just elaborate what is the activity that will be done every after 5. So I'm really impressed with him because both me, Zube and Haris are from the same courses with him, but we cannot arrange our time to make create a coding at every evening because certain people just have the ability to make a program every evening.
Next, Arif, how about you?
For second interview.
Yes.
Okay. For the second interview, we chose a basic activity, a simple activity, which is ping pong. So, as a host during the interview session, I believe that it is a great, as you say, it's a great insight for all of us to learn that there's so much that you can do after 5. And luckily, one of the respondents were friendly and able to communicate with us clearly on what she was doing after 5, which is ping pong. As the host, I believe that I have to know the importance of why we need to spend time with these kind of activities in the evening. So ping pong is actually a great one to spend your time, as it can make you fit as well. That is all for me. What about the interviewer?
Okay, for this second video, I become the interviewer. We interview a girl who is doing practice for their school, for their inter-college sports. So mostly every evening, she will go to the room to practice with others' friends. based on her explanations, she said that she mostly spend time practice starting from 5 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. So it's about 1 hour and 30 minutes for her to practice to become a good player. I think this is a good activity, one of the good activity that she do after 5 beside besides studying, sleeping or something like
much more introvert.
this is something benefit for her. This to increase the health also. So from this interview, we couldn't face any problem because we just going into the room and fortunately she's doing the practice, so we just interview her. So there is nothing problem to in order to interview her. So for the place also, we can easily go into that place. No need any letter or permission, something like that. As we all know, some places we need permission in order to record a video or to take a picture, right? So in this place, we don't need that. So for me, I think that's all from me.
Alright, so how about you, the camera woman?
Okay, so for this second interview session, my role is as a camera woman. So as Hani said just now that we can easily go to that room, but unfortunately the room is quite small, so we need to adjust on the image and also to ensure that we have a good we can capture the good image. So we spend a lot of time to search for the right angle, and also luckily that we can get the good video. And mostly there is not we didn't have any big problems because everything is alright, everything is smooth, and there is no sound as we go at the after 5 we directly go to that room. So they didn't start their training, so we got the chance to interview her first. So I think that's all for the second interview session.
So how about the last activity?
The last activity, I was the cameraman. So we are going to the Anjong at K15, I think. K15 to capture some of the students' activities during after 5, which was doing and practicing the theatre. This is quite new. We found that the location of the theatre is not only easily accessed by anyone, but the noise, there's not a lot of noise on the setting, and the people there were very responsive, very great. But mostly on the settings, we were lucky that on the day we record, there's not that many people. They came to the practice a little bit late, so not much noise was created during the interview session. So overall, the quality of the video, I think, is above average and can be improved. Thank you.
Yeah, as for me, I'm become interview also in this that activities, which is practicing theatre. Sorry. So actually, theatre is from our interviewee explanation. She said that this they practice theatre for their class subject. So it means that one of the activities that they must do in her course. For her, it is even it is complicated for her to act or to become an actor or actress, but she tried the best to become one of the actress in that theater. So I'm very impressed because she become a confident person, because not everyone can become an actress in front of many people. Sometimes they prefer to become a backstage people, such as become behind scene people, instead of become an actress in the theater, in their theater.
Okay, for this third interview session, I also become the interviewer, the second interviewer. So actually, this quite easy for us to get respondents, because as we already know that we already know their time when she and his team, her team will start the training. So like Arif said that we got her to get to involve in this session because others come late. So it is quite easy, and based on her explanation that the theatre is very important for them and her group, as it will include in their pointer. So they do their best in that training to get a better and best performance during the true theatre. So we didn't have any problem, because she know what's her roles and also what their function in that theatre. So I think they give she give a good responding to our interview session. So I think that's all.
So that's it for today. For the activities, we have another 3 example of our students' activity, which a programmer, a ping pong player, and also an actress, a theatre actress. So I think that's wrap up our discussion for today. Thank you.
Thank you.